Hi everyone, Jewel here with weather for J7409 weather on this Tuesday, the 25th of June, 2019. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking the weather out with us. If it's your first time over here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to ensure you get all the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, tropical updates, and any severe weather that may be happening in your areas for today. Folks, I've really had my hands full. Just bear with me. Yes, you know I've been very sick with this cold, but on the other hand, in the very beginning I told you, my sister-in-law, Brad, my nephew's mother, is very, very sick. It's touch and go. Please keep her in your prayers. She has a staph infection, and it's in several portions of her inner body. She bumped her toe not too long ago and tore her toenail up, and it's looking like that's how this staph infection got in her bloodstream. It's on her spine, it's in her abdomen, it's in other muscles in her body. So please keep Brad and all of us and her name is Carolyn, please keep us all in your prayers. Now we've got the tropical outlook. We're going to start with it today to start with. And over here in the eastern Pacific, as you can see, this shower and thunderstorm activity that's associated with this broad area of low pressure is located a few hundred miles south-southeast of Manzanillo, Mexico. It's showing some signs of organization. Now, the environmental conditions appear to be conducive for some additional development, and this system is likely to become a tropical depression during the next couple of days. I think it may become one today or tomorrow myself. Now, it looks like it's still going to be moving west to northwest away from the coast of Mexico, and after the next 2 or 3 days after that time, the environmental conditions are forecast to become less conducive for tropical cyclone formation. Pretty high right now, they've got a good chance. 2 days, 70%, 5 days, 70%. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. There's nothing in the Atlantic, there's nothing in the Central Pacific at this time. Now, as we take a look at the GFS map, we're going to turn it on and let it roll, let you see what's going on. Let's back it up here just a second, and here we go. You can see everything going on. Yes, we do have severe weather possible for parts of the Central Plains to Middle Mississippi Valley and Midwest. I'll get to that in just a moment. But overall, a quieter weather pattern is in store for the U.S. over the next couple of days, as the trough that's been causing active weather across the central and eastern U.S. lifts into Canada, and the jet stream becomes generally zonal. Now, the main weather threat for today is going to be severe weather and thunderstorms along and ahead of this front in the Central Plains, Middle Mississippi Valley, and into the upper Midwest to the upper Great Lakes region. Farther south, we got scattered summertime thunderstorms. They're expected to pop up in the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast by today and also maybe tomorrow. And a few of these thunderstorms could possibly be very strong with heavy rain, flash flooding, and some hail. Now, the northeast could see thunderstorms containing heavy rain today, as well as the low pressure system associated with a cold front traverses the region before moving off the east coast tonight. Now, by tomorrow and Thursday, we have an upper level low. It's going to edge into the Pacific Northwest, causing the possibility of showers and thunderstorms in the northwest. Farther south through, elevated fire weather conditions are expected today and tomorrow in parts of the west and southwest, as the increase in the winds combined with dry relative humidities kind of fire up. So we need to be careful now. We got this fire conditions that's going to be ripe to cause a fire. Please don't be throwing anything out your car windows, okay? Now, the upper low, it's going to cool down temperatures along the west coast with high temperatures forecast to be below average of 10 to 20 degrees. Meanwhile, the central Gulf Coast of Florida and the eastern Carolinas are expecting temperatures above their already warm summertime averages, with highs in the 90s and possibly 100 degrees. Now, as we take a quick check of the categorical map for the severe weather today, it's looking like scattered to isolated storms are very possible from the upper Great Lakes southwestward into the mid-Missouri Valley and also the Central Plains. Now, a few strong and severe storms with very gusty winds. Going to have some winds to blow up with these, and also hail are possible over the northern Rockies as well as West Texas. And a few of these storms and gusty winds are also possible from East Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley region. So please, please be aware. You can see where it is enhanced. Now, when it comes to tornadoes, we got a 5% chance of tornadoes popping up in Kansas, parts of Missouri, maybe in Iowa, and also in the southeastern section of Nebraska. This is where the greatest chance of tornadoes popping up today should occur. We have that 2% chance that goes all the way up from Kansas all the way through Illinois, part of Wisconsin, and also part of Michigan. So keep an eye on your skies. When it comes to wind, you can see how this wind's going to pick up. You got a 15% chance of heavy gusty winds with these storms as they go through. Up in South Dakota, parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And so far as the hail goes, this hail is nothing to play with, just like I showed you guys the other day. It happened. They had 2-inch hail. 2-inch hail. It was a mess. Now you see, this is up to a 30%. If you're in the Kansas or the southeastern sections of Nebraska, or if you're in the northwestern sections of Missouri, and also a little of Iowa, you're in the red. That's a 30% chance. Heavy hail could be very large. Please be aware. And don't be surprised if you get some hail with some of these storms all the way up to Michigan. Thunderstorms today. This is what it's looking like. You know, if you live in these states, all of Florida is covered at only a 10% chance of severe thunderstorms. The 40% chances are in Texas and Louisiana. Also Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa, and also in South Dakota, Wyoming, and lower Montana. As the day goes on, the heat builds in certain areas it doesn't. The greatest chance is looking like it's going to hang around Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And then by later on, you can see it's going to spread out to a 40% chance from the west all the way up north into northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. We have that 40% chance. It just won't give up in parts of Missouri and Iowa and Kansas, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, also Texas and New Mexico. So that's what the severe weather is looking like for today. Please be aware, folks. I've already told you now what's going on with this hail. It's going to be windy, and yes, we do have that chance of tornadoes. And we're going to wrap this up by taking a look at severe thunderstorms according to the European model where they should happen today. This is around 12 at midnight last night. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it up. We're going to go to lunchtime today. You can see they dissipate. It should get a little quieter, but they start to fire up some in Louisiana here. Maybe some thunderstorms up here around Long Island also. We'll go to around 7 p.m. this evening, and then boom, as the afternoon warms up, these storms are going to start to progress up from Texas, move all the way up, as you can see, into Kansas, where I was showing you. These are severe thunderstorms here. Also, this is a severe thunderstorm that is in Missouri, and it will move its way up into Iowa there. Now, when we get to around 1 a.m. in the morning, this is 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, what it should look like with these severe storms. We'll go ahead and get to lunchtime tomorrow. Most severe weather then should be in South Dakota. And that's a check of your weather today. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you guys. And please keep my sister-in-law and Brad and myself in your prayers. I'm very worried about her. You don't usually hear me talk this way, but she's got something that is very bad. And they're fighting it the best that they can, but she's still in the hospital trying to fight it, and it's just going to take a long time, so we need your prayers. Thanks for everything you guys do for me. I love you so much. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, and peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thank you for watching.